I guess we're doing it. What is Ellie carrying? Oh my Lanta, that looks like a half a raccoon. It's a full rack of beef ribs, I tell you. Oh my goodness. Right in the front lawn, that's just where Mom would like it. It's gonna be a busy day. There's about 4 or 5 things, all that are gonna take some time though we need to get done. As you can see, we got the tillage machine out, came out of its long winter nap. They had to jump start it yesterday because the batteries were completely drained, and this morning I didn't want to start again. But Dad's gonna be doing some tillage over at the North Farm, and while he's doing that, I'm gonna start hauling a little bit of manure over there. Just a couple loads worth. I thought while Dad's doing some tillage over there, I might as well get the rest of the manure out in that field. And then I gotta hurry back, unhook the manure spreader, hook onto the fertilizer spreader because we got fertilizer coming today. While the payloader's at the North Farm, there's a load of grass hay coming that will need unloaded. Woo! I know you both didn't have that calf. Come on. That mom, she loves that calf. She's licking it real good, yelling. And then another cow next to her wanted that calf as well. She doesn't even look like she started calving yet. I finally bull rushed that second cow, got her out. So while I was chasing a cow, you know, cow in front of me, chasing it out the door, the real mom started chasing me. So it was like a cow and coal sandwich, cow in front of me, then a cow chasing behind. Well, thank goodness she quit chasing me. All is well, nice healthy calf. But our fertilizer is already here, so I gotta pull this out of the way. Is a go. Well, we have an issue. My guidance works, but we have a steering control unit failure, meaning it'll tell me where to steer, but it won't steer for me. My only other idea is to shut it off and turn it back on again, but I'm worried if we shut it off, it won't want to start again. So now I'm going through here, just deleting the codes, and sometimes that makes things work. I called our smart John Deere guy. He gave me some tips, but I had to shut the tractor off to do it, so hopefully it starts back up. And honestly, just shutting it off and turning it back on might fix it. I think we got it. I tell you what, I would give a shout out to our John Deere guy, but then more people would call him, so he's a smart dude. So Dad is gonna handle the tillage. I'm gonna try to haul some manure real quick, get that over with so we can be done with this tractor on the manure spreader. And then we got 20 ton of urea that's waiting for us at home. Get spreading. Rest of the pile is cleaned up, full spreader, and a semi-load of hay is about 5 miles down the road. When we get back in the yard, we'll start unloading it. How's that for timing? Just finished the last load and the hay is here. Well, that answers the question of why that cow was licking that calf earlier, because she had the calves. And look at this. Everybody's calving today. No, don't go that way. Alright, we had 2 more healthy calves. Now I'm gonna get some lunch, and then after that, keep running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Gotta put a clevis on this tractor, hook it up, make sure it works with the fertilizer spreader, get the conveyor over here, and start spreading. Well, we got one issue. To get that spreader out, this 4010 needs to move. I know what you're thinking. Come on, farm boy, move it, drive it. First off, I don't know if the dang thing's gonna start. Second off, I don't know how to run this thing. Good gravy. Not only that, I gotta shimmy it out of this hole. Piece of cake. Doing a test run. Spinners are spinning. Apron's going. I think we're ready for fertilizer. Conveyor's way in the back, we'll have to drive it up to the front. Dog got a little thirsty on his walk. It was an entire year ago, you may not remember. The first day of grass fertilizing last year, I did exactly that, got it ready in the yard, made sure everything was working, drove to the field, and then my spinner speed sensor quit working. Luckily, neighbor down the road, he had an extra. But now, today, the neighbor's in Disney World with his family. So hopefully we don't have that issue again because he won't be able to help me. Alright, here we are. So hopefully in a few days when we get this storm, there'll be enough moisture to get all these little pellets into the root zone. I want you guys to be completely honest with me on this. You know, we do a lot of jobs here on the farm, and many ask what my favorite or least favorite thing to do is on the farm. I want to hear what your least favorite thing to watch us do on the farm is. Because I got a feeling a lot of you will say fertilizing. Because it's just a lot of back and forth. And we're just chucking out a little bit of stuff. But let me know in the comments. And don't you dare say calving. Everybody loves calving. Sounds like Dad's done doing tillage on that field, which is right up on that hill. I brought it up yesterday, you know, there's hoof prints out there. We plan on tilling it. Might as well get it done before we get moisture. You know, that way that moisture can kind of mellow it out, keep the dust from blowing, add a little bit more busyness to our life. But now it's done, and I'm sure Dad feels good about it. I sure do. That's interesting. Could see a little fertilizer coming out of there. And there's a bolt missing. I was thinking there was a crack or a big hole, but I think we need to replace a bolt because there's some fert squirting out. Look at that, you can see fertilizer right there. Holy smokes. How long's it been doing that for? Are you around?
I'm just pulling into Jeff's big loader.
Oh. Look at the size of that hole. Ah, it's silly. That's some silly garbage, I tell you.
Is that for that
Yeah,
deflector?
it is.
Okay, so we got
About an inch and a half, I suppose.
So did you notice it anywhere in the field?
I suppose right down the center of the tractor, there's a little extra fertilizer on the whole field. Are you climbing up or am I?
You.
Oh, okay.
I went up in there, you'd probably have to get a crane to get me out. Are you talking to me? Nope. Yep. Hang on.
She looks friendly now, huh?
I don't think so.
Get out of here! Uh-oh. She says, what are you doing over there?
It's a boo.
Go ahead. Got all those calves tagged and such. Fixed up here. Won't be leaking. Alright. Gonna load up. I'm gonna do one small hayland. And then Dad'll take over after that. And we'll call her a day. This is a hayland that we graze. We graze it every year. We cut it, let it regrow, and then let the cows in. But you can see they tracked it up a little bit. And it's kind of funny, a joke between my wife and I. She calls that I-cow, you know, kind of like I-90 is a local interstate. She calls that I-cow for interstate cow. You never know what that woman's gonna say. Big thing about I-cow is it takes a lot less taxpayer dollars to maintain. Those cows will walk up and down that thing all day for free. After I finish this hayland, Dad's gonna refill and do that pasture right at home. And he said, have you looked at the forecast? They're raising it, and they're making more of it rain and still leaving a lot of snow in there, and that rain is gonna be very beneficial for this fertilizer. It's gonna get it right into where we need. So we're pretty excited. It's gonna be a tough go for calving for a while. We're gonna get the buildings clean before that, so we're gonna have some clean bedding, buildings, plenty of room for new calves, but yeah, it's gonna get sloppy for a while, but we are so excited about this moisture. How much you think that is? If your guess is anywhere under 6,000 pounds, that means Dad's gonna run out on this next field. Last thing is to get these girls in the barn because it's gonna be cool tonight. Don't want anyone calving outside. And there's a girl over there with a water bag out, but there's no room left at the inn. Do that. Yep, everybody, help me out, girls. Oh, come on. Here we go. That was a day on the farm, and tomorrow we'll have another. Getting all this stuff done before the wintry mix comes. Thanks for watching today, everyone. Love to see you next time. Have a good one. That wasn't no 6,000 pounds, but Dad got a stick, so that's good.